Hi Al, how's it going?
It's going okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it just okay? No.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just really tired.
Okay.
Really tired.
Understandable.
I
Do you have a
just got
long...
off work, so
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, probably had a long night at work.
I did.
Yeah.
I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this session won't take too long then, and then you can go home and get a nice rest.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, well, how have you been doing since last week? How was your week overall?
Um, it was a little better, I guess. Actually, not really, because I'm still just working all the time, and
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm helping Deb at all with the kids, and I just don't feel like I have time for Deb or the kids.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you say that you're not helping Deb or the kids, but you really are. I mean, you put in so many hours at work all the time. I mean, that's not just for you, that's for
Yeah.
them too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even though, you may not feel like you're totally involved with, the kids right now, I mean, in a way, everything that you do is still for them, right?
True.
So, I mean, yeah, that, that's just, a part of it. But, so, what else is kind of going on that you feel overwhelmed with?
Well, the this children's division allegation has really got to me that our kids are not clean or fed. And,
Mm-hmm.
I'm working so hard to work to make money, and I've been taking overtime shifts constantly. So I
Yeah.
just, it's embarrassing, honestly.
Okay. So I'm getting that you feel embarrassed by the allegation. Are there
I do.
any other emotions that you felt like when you got the allegation?
I, guilt.
Guilty.
I mean, how did I let that happen?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the provider. This, I should take care of my family better.
Mm-hmm. Any other feelings that came up?
Just the guilt and embarrassment.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty natural, but at the same time, I mean, you do a lot to help out. You know, I can kind of see where you're coming from. That, you know, maybe maybe there's more time that can be spent in the home. Um, but that's kind of what we're going to explore today. I think is kind of getting to this point where we can maybe think about your schedule in a different way and kind of come up with maybe some different solutions and how you can be present in both areas. Because it sounds like to me that you want to be present at home, that you want to spend time with your kids and your wife and bring those connections back and, build that sense of cohesion again.
Yes.
Because I'm assuming there was a time before when you guys were all really close, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. What was that like?
Uh, when, I don't know, he was 4 and Joe was 2. I remember a time where we just went out in the backyard and every day and we would just play.
Yeah.
Whether it was throw the ball with each other or just play tag. It was just, and Deb would be there and she would just be relaxing. And usually her parents would sometimes be over there too, but it was just a happy family time.
Well, that's great. That's awesome. It sounds like it was really fun, when you guys were all together.
Yes.
That's great. Um, so, kind of what I wanted to go through today was maybe just like reflecting a little bit on your situation and kind of troubleshooting some ways that, maybe we can get you to the point where you're spending more time with your family. So, what does your schedule look like right now?
Well, I'm working the 3 to 11 shift,
Mm-hmm.
and anytime the boss asks if anybody wants overtime, I jump on it because we need the money.
Yeah.
And when I'm not at work, I feel like I'm asleep. So
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
pretty much my schedule.
yeah, so that's kind of like a day in the life. So kind of walk me through that. Like what does it look like when you wake up, when you know.
All right, let's see. Well, I get home. Normally, I would get home at 11 p.m. or whatnot, but a.m. Is that right? My math. Ugh. Yes. Anyway, I would go straight to bed and rest a while. So I'm missing everything with the kids. I mean, I don't see them or Deb, and I wake up, go back to work.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really nothing.
So pretty much immediately as soon as you wake up, you're getting ready and going back to work.
It seems that way because, like I said, I pick up overtime shifts, so I'm just usually there. And the sleep, I know I'm not getting enough, but
And
that
it's
money.
7 days a week.
Yes.
Wow, that is more than full time. That is a lot.
You're telling me.
Yeah. Wow. So, I mean, gosh, it doesn't sound like you have a whole lot of time to work with. Is there maybe any room in your schedule? Like how many hours of sleep do you usually get a night? Is it, are you getting
Maybe 5.
maybe 5? Wow. That's like hardly any sleep. So, I'm trying to think of some ways that maybe, because it sounds like you guys are hard pressed for money too. So it's probably pretty hard to slack off on some hours or adjust your schedule or anything like that.
Yes, being the only provider, money wise, for the family, I just feel like that is my job. But yes, we need it, so I don't feel like I can slack off any.
Sure.
I would love to not take the overtime shifts. I think that would help a lot.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how we can swing it.
Yeah. So are you guys signed up with any social services, or do you guys get food stamps, welfare, anything like that?
No, I just remember that embarrassment.
Yeah.
Just can't bring myself to sign up for those things. It's a pride thing, I guess, but
okay.
Do you think that would help?
Let's explore that. Yeah. Is it embarrassment because you're afraid of what other people would think, or something within you? You have a personal bias against it?
I guess I feel like I'm the man. I'm the man of the house. I should be able to provide for my family. We should not have to worry about the other people helping us.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's really, as a society, we kind of like to point fingers and blame people for their own situations. But, I mean, really, it's a social issue, Tons of people work full time, work 2 jobs, and still can't afford to take care of their families. So it's really not anything to do with any kind of lacking on your part or Deb's part or anybody really. It's kind of just a symptom of the society that we live in, and especially the area that you live in. It has nothing to do with you. I mean, you are obviously working really hard. So I personally think that maybe it would be beneficial to go ahead and apply for some benefits. Then maybe you wouldn't have to work so hard all the time, and you guys could have that extra help, and then you can have that extra time.
That would be wonderful. Extra time. Because I do miss my family.
Yeah.
I mean, what does that process even look like? Is it filling out papers or forms and just turning it in? I mean, do I have to go somewhere? And
Sure, yeah. There are papers that you have to fill out. There's it's an application process. You have to bring so many documents with you. I believe it's an ID, proof of address, that kind of thing. But we can go through that together and look up all those specific requirements.
Okay.
But then you have to take everything into an office, and then Sorry. I don't know what this is. Okay, hopefully that worked. Edit that out. Oh my god. Okay. It looks like we're still going. Okay, perfect. I'll edit that out. Okay, where were we? Oh, talking about food service. But yeah, there is an office that you have to go to take all of that stuff in and, go through the application process with them, and then they'll get back with you about your application and everything. And we can work through that together. You don't have to do that alone.
Okay.
Um,
I'm willing to try it.
Yeah.
If it would help gain me a little more time with my family, and I'm willing to do that.
Absolutely. So let's do some pros and cons about maybe what that would look like. Getting those services and changing your schedule maybe.
Okay.
So what would be some negative aspects that you can think of?
With changing my schedule?
Yeah, with either one.
With changing my schedule, negative would be maybe not having the extra money or not getting as much money.
Mm-hmm.
But then with the help, maybe that would balance it out.
Okay, yeah.
So, those are the two big pros and cons I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You can think of any other negative aspects, or? Well, I mean, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, other than the embarrassment that, or taking a hit on my pride some, but
Yeah.
I can get over that.
So
My family.
yeah. So what would be something that you would do, like is there a coping skill that you might use in that moment when if someone were to approach you like that?
I don't know. I've never paid attention to how I react to stuff because, I guess I get angry.
Mm-hmm.
Not just violent, but it just the normal angry, but
Yeah.
no, I don't know what kind of coping skills I might do.
So when you feel angry and embarrassed, where do you feel that most in your body?
Probably in my jaws. I feel like my whole face, it just
Tenses up.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's probably anger, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or just anxiety, just tenseness. I do that too. I clench my jaw really tight, But so what are some things that you can think of that might help in that moment?
I think I've seen this on a movie somewhere, but can't you count to 10 or something?
Yeah.
Or maybe breathe.
Yeah, counting,
Like a deep breath?
breathing. Yeah, just those are all mindfulness techniques.
Mhm.
So focusing instead of on your emotional reaction to a situation, or how angry that made you, or how embarrassed you feel, how anxious you feel, just focusing on that one thing in that one moment. So using deep breathing, focusing on your breath. Inhale and exhale. Yeah. And
that
then,
feels kind of good, actually.
Yeah, and just like focusing on that and holding that space for yourself.
Okay.
And then, counting is another mechanism. You can even do, what is it called? Like a walking meditation, where you kind of just really take in everything around you and really focus on the details of the room and how your body feels and things like that. So
Okay.
those are good mindfulness techniques for, in the moment when you're feeling that emotional reaction. Can you think of some long-term things that might be good too? Like other, just like things that you like to do for fun or that make you feel good?
long-term things, as in to help me cope, or that I would like to do in my family?
Yeah, kind
What
of
are
like
you?
coping skills, like for if you're having like a longer period of feeling sad or upset or.
Well, I really like baseball. I
Mhm.
used to play in high school. Um, Batting cages.
Yeah, that's
There's
great.
actually one, even though we're rural, we have a little fun park thing that has one. It's not a very good one, but
But
maybe go
it's
hit some balls.
yeah, and you could even take Tim and Joe sometimes, and that would be a really great way for you to connect with
I never
them.
thought of that. They
Yeah,
might like that now that they're older.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, well, great.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so, is there anything else you kind of wanted to explore today, or?
No, but I would like to go ahead and sometime have you help me fill those applications out. I'll
Absolutely.
talk to Deb and make sure she's okay with it, but I think she would be. Um, but other than that, this was really, really helpful.
Excellent. Yeah. So in the meantime, so before you leave the office today, I can actually go ahead and print off the application for you and get you the information for what all you need. And I can just send that with you, and you
Okay.
can take that to Deb and have that conversation with her. And then, you can come back next time and we can fill those out together
Okay.
if you want. Just that way you guys can, kind of see what it looks like and kind of get familiar with it, kind of be aware of maybe what you need to bring with you. And then, we can work on it together and get it sent in and everything. And then, yeah, we can get that started.
Okay.
And then past that, once we get you guys hooked up with those services, then we can start looking at options for, talking to your boss, maybe changing your schedule a little bit, or at least maybe just not taking so many overtime shifts because you need the rest too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, I think your immediate homework then is to go home and get some good rest because you've had a long day already.
Yes.
So, so yeah. With that, is there anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Well, thanks for coming in today.
Thank
It was
you.
really great to talk
You
to
too.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So I guess we can go ahead and de-roll.
Okay.
Okay. Jana, I know that you are not Al. You are my beautiful classmate and not a man. And I know that I am not your therapist.
Thank you. And Jessica, I know that you are also my beautiful classmate and friend and not my therapist.
Awesome. Perfect.